Aquarius, so Lucy the High Priestess, and this can resonate in your past, present, or future synchronicity music. Okay. Press like, subscribe, notification bell. This is a brand new channel with my own name. Okay. With the notification bell, you could get my lives, and now you have to wait 12 hours. Gosh. Okay. I got Too Short coming out when I was gonna do you. This song came out. I was like, are we gonna talk about ism again? Okay. Someone enjoyed that what happened to that reading. Actually, I went back on my content, and anything that I had put like copyright or whatever, I got rid of it. So this video went with it too. So yeah, it's not there no more. Okay. I feel like I don't talk about no players today, okay? I don't want to play that game right now. Okay, I don't want to talk about pimping, ism, or none of that. Let's talk about something else. But if that's the case, I think I might have to change the song because the energy is there. Okay, when a pimp walked through, okay, the magician changing the energy. Oh, this is a little bit more softer. The weekend. You can't wait for the weekend. The weekend is approaching. You're looking forward to it. Okay, I like this song. The weekend, press like, subscribe, notification bell. Okay, in a very somber mood. Okay, ready to relax. Okay, the weekend goes by way too fast. Okay. Pillow talk to me about the men who try to get between us. They buy you bags and jewelry. They think your kindness is so weak. No, you don't give it up so easily. But he's talking about, like, you talk to me about other men, these men that buy you with all these gifts, all these men that take your kindness for a weakness. Okay, so I'm going from Too Short to the weekend. We went from like pimping to a man that actually values a woman. Okay, and they see, what kind of energy that brings to the table, what kind of energy it puts a woman, how a woman starts to react when she sees that there's nothing pimps outside her door, there's nothing but players outside her door. She's not easy to get because she knows that this world is full of players, whether it's men or women. Doesn't People like to play games nowadays. People don't take anything serious anymore. People play with people's times and their energy. Okay, I also feel like someone could have been a pimp back in the day, a player, a Mac Daddy, and now they're starting to value the women or the men that are around them just a little bit more. It's no longer a game. But see, when you opt out of participating in the game, you look back and you get to see football, you get to see baseball, you get to see basketball, you get to see people who are competing for that ball, who are competing for that ball, bouncing around that ball, playing, throwing it here, throwing it there, making moves to get that ball and to win. To win. And you're just outside, you're in the bleachers watching these games, and you're like, wow, like sometimes it's for your favor and sometimes it's not. Placing a bet. Okay, someone could be placing a bet on you, or you're placing a bet on somebody. Okay, or it's like a friendly bet. It's not even like with anybody. It could be within your head. I bet if I do this, I bet if I do that. The Princess of Pentacles and the Emperor. Okay, so I see that your sister is talking to you, or this is what your sister sees out of you. Okay, also, I feel like your sister's saying you have grown up so much. Okay, I'm glad to see that you're no longer playing these games. I just like swallowed a cookie, and I have like my fingernail has chocolate under it. I was like, okay. If you give a mouse a cookie, a cookie, okay, the cookie. Everyone's fighting for the cookie. Isn't it funny that the cookie looks like a ball? But anyways, if you give a mouse a cookie, they might ask for a glass of milk. If you give them a glass of milk, they might want to have you read them a book. And if you read them a book, they might fall asleep. And if they fall asleep, you might have to tuck them into bed. Okay, so understanding what one thing leads to another, understanding, like, because like I said, if someone's a veteran to the game, then you understand how most of the masses think when it comes down to relationships or connections. So I feel like you're trying something new, you're holding boundaries. I'm gonna give you a cookie, but you gotta go. I'm only going to give you bits and pieces, but I'm not going to give you the whole box of cookies. I'm not going to bring you the milk. I'm not going to tuck you in. Okay, the strength card and the princess of pentacle. Okay, so um this could be happening to your sister. You're telling your sister this, or you're explaining this concept to your sister, and your sister is like, wow, the way you look at things is really like, okay. Like it makes sense, right? In a way, it does make sense. You give a mouse a cookie, a mouse is going to ask for some milk. Now let me tell you about the mouse. The mouse likes to hang out in the corner of your house. The mouse then starts to learn where the holes in your house are at, and they can easily go there. Have you ever tried to catch a mouse? If you ever try to catch a mouse, it's very hard to catch one. How do you lure a mouse into a trap? You feed them something, and by the time they get in there, boom, they're trapped and they can't go nowhere. So you got to decide, are you the mouse or you're the cookie? Okay. What are you? Okay, the four of swords, you're having a dream. Okay, you're dreaming about a certain situation. Okay, I feel like you're going to start having more vivid dreams. Your dreams are coming true. Okay, the dreams that I see you talking to your sister and telling her about your dreams, the Empress and the Ace of Swords. Okay, I feel like you cut someone off, or you no longer want to have an Empress. Okay, the Five of Wands, fighting with the Empress. Okay, you've been fighting with this Empress, or you are the Empress and someone's fighting you. They don't want a girlfriend, they don't want a wife, they don't want a life partner, because they know the concept about the mouse that learns the little loopholes around the house. They know how to sneak in. But I feel like a mouse has snuck into your home. Okay, um okay, someone found a loophole into your soul. Okay, or I feel like maybe someone is saying this to you, I think they got you. Okay, you're like nervous, did they get me? Okay, but you know, in that book, that mouse was a little cute mouse. Okay, that mouse was adorable. Okay, and then that little boy enjoyed taking care of the mouse. Okay, he no longer looked at it as a mouse, it looked at it something that he nurtured. Okay, but the mouse is needy. Like I said, it wanted a cookie, then it wanted milk, and then it asked little bit by little bit, it asked for more and more and more. The Ace of Swords. So someone here is like, well, it's time to trap the mouse, and it's time to kill it and get rid of it. But before I do, I'm going to put some peanut butter right there, and it's going to go in and whack, boom, it's done. Are you going to feel bad after you kill the mouse? The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Look, there's a mouse trap in your house. Okay. There's the mouse. Okay. You guys are watching the mouse go in there and falling for the trap. Okay. Just waiting on to find the dead body of the mouse. Okay. The Moon card, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. But that was your mouse. Okay. That was your favorite mouse. Okay. So let me tell you something. Okay. If you're playing cat and mouse, right? If you watch Looney Tunes, how the cat is always chasing after the mouse, all the time chasing after that mouse. What happens when you get rid of the mouse and you have nothing else to do? You're no longer putting in traps. You're no longer like looking for it, or like you no longer have that feeling like, I trapped the mouse. Guess what, guys? I trapped that mouse. I killed it. I killed it. You're like waiting to hear some motion. You're waiting to hear a mouse go, and now you're alone. There's no noise. There is no longer the thrill of the game of catching the mouse. It's like a cat. They even if there's no mouses there, they're patiently waiting outside all the time to see if they see a mouse. Now, when they no longer can catch a mouse, they start trying to catch squirrels. They start trying to catch um birds, and then they try to fight neighborhood cats, and then they try to fight dogs, and then it goes on and on and on and on. It's like for the thrill of the chase is what I hear. Once you capture that mouse, you don't want it no more. Now you're waiting for the next mouse to come so you can trap them. You're waiting for the next victim to come. Oh, look, because this person waiting for the next mouse. After you done killed the last mouse, now you waiting on the next mouse. But what happens when you come across a mouse that's really smart? You didn't have to offer them a cookie. They're already sitting in your couch eating eating your cookie, leaving crumbs behind. And then you walk in and they already know all the holes and stuff. They're very smart and they've already studied the cat. You do know that mouses are amongst one of the most smartest animals in the world? A lab rat, mice, they study mice. They study mice. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Look, there it is, eating your cookie. Okay, the King of Pentacles in your chair. In your chair, eating the cookie in your chair. It's the Empress and the Sun card. I feel like someone is starting to enjoy the thrill of this mouse, okay? I feel like someone's been able to kill many mice before, many rats or whatever, but not this one. This one's special, okay? This one got to learn you, or you got to learn this cat, okay? Or you got to learn this mouse, vice versa, okay? And it's like, I can't kill this mouse. I can't kill this mouse. Okay, because mouse actually makes me like keeps me on my feet, okay? Like I actually enjoy playing cat and mouse with this one. Okay? With the 3 of wands, I think we could actually be friends, okay? The 7 of pentacles, you've grown fond of this mouse, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, okay? Now they don't you leave them crumbs, right? And they don't follow they used to follow the crumbs, but they're not eating it no more because they seen what you did to the last mouse, okay? Also, I feel like you're feeding the birds, okay? The Queen of Swords, you're feeding the birds. Someone's watching the birds. Okay, let me tell you a story. Mike, I have a black cat, okay? And my cat has a squirrel, okay? Let me tell you what happened. Um for about 2 years, they have been playing around with each other. Every morning it would wait for it and it would chase it up the tree, or that squirrel was very smart. It was always outsmarting my cat. And then I always knew that they were playing because I could hear the squirrel going, "Hi," would make these loud noises. I'll go out there. And almost like she called out to me. Okay, so this reminds me, oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna tell you this and then I'm gonna tell you something else. And so finally this winter, he caught the squirrel and he ate it. And now my cat is bored. Bored. I don't hear him no more running around. It used to keep him on his toes, no longer running around no more. Okay. I almost feel like he's becoming lazy. Okay. And it was just so cute when I used to always see them chasing each other around. Okay. Them trying to get away. But he finally caught it and he ate it. And now he's just like around the household bored. And let me tell you something else. This reminds me of Tweety Bird and Sylvester the cat. He goes around constantly like he knows they have an owner, and he always wants to eat the bird, but every time he gets caught trying to eat the bird, okay, so he has to let the bird go free, and the bird is constantly playing with it. Okay, the bird just wants to be left alone. Okay, but Sylvester always has plans in capturing it, and every time he tries to capture that Tweety bird, something happens to where he can't. So I see two different scenarios. Okay, when the cat can't capture the bird because he always gets caught, and no matter how, there's always something that happens where he cannot eat the bird, and the bird is very smart. The bird knows everything about the cat. He knows about his temper, knows about his little schemes, knows everything about them. And then there's the mouse. Okay, three scenarios. There's the mouse. Okay, the mouse that is so smart that it like enjoys the home, and this cat is always like, it keeps them busy, keeps them on their toes. They always have something to do, so it's for the thrill of the chase. And then I see the cat that captured the squirrel. They used to enjoy going back and forth and having all this fun, and now the squirrel is gone because he killed it, and now he's bored. Things ain't the same no more. So I'm gonna name this for the thrill of the catch.